Businesses having power in Congress is a slippery slope to fascism. Fascist regimes tend to make constant use of patriotic mottos, slogans, symbols, songs, and other paraphernalia. Flags are seen everywhere, as are flag symbols on clothing and in public displays. When this is used in order to guilt people or to manipulate them into agreeing with the government and not thinking for ourselves, this is when fascism begins to win and control us. Because of fear of enemies and the need for security, the people in fascist regimes are persuaded that human rights can be ignored in certain cases because of need. The people tend to look the other way or even approve of torture, summary executions, assassinations, long incarcerations of prisoners. Currently, the American government is debating gun control. The right to bear arms is expressly given to us by the Constitution, and now the government is thinking of making it even harder to obtain guns. The Founding Fathers gave us this right so that, if need be, we would be armed and ready for another revolution. Even Thomas Jefferson said, "Every generation needs a new revolution." This does not always mean a violent revolution, however, if one was necessary, soon we will not have the ability to start it. We also are in threat with freedom of speech. You now have to pay to hold a protest on public streets or in front of state houses, and they can deny your protest request, as they call it. We are constantly censored on television, which is a small violation of free speech, but a violation nonetheless, and when one small violation occurs, the door is open for more violations to occur, and they have. The people are rallied into a unifying patriotic frenzy over the need to eliminate so-called common threats or foes, racial, ethnic or religious minorities, liberals, communists, socialists, terrorists. When the government labels certain individuals or groups as such, the establishment turns America against them based on false statements about the group or individual. When the government does, it makes it much simpler for them to control the people they govern. Even when there are widespread domestic problems, the military is given a disproportionate amount of government funding, and the domestic agenda is neglected. Soldiers in military service are then glamorized so that the people of America will have no thoughts of speaking out against what is being done by the military in their name. The governments of fascist and communist nations tend to be exclusively male-dominated. Under fascist regimes, traditional gender roles are made more rigid. Divorce, abortion, and homosexuality are suppressed, and the state is represented as the ultimate guardian of the family institution. America has yet to allow homosexuals to marry each other, even though it is unconstitutional to deny someone the right to marry whomever that person chooses. The gender roles pushed by mainstream American media is outright indoctrination and must be stopped. Sometimes the media is directly controlled by the government, but in other cases, the media is indirectly controlled by government regulation or sympathetic media spokespeople and executives. Censorship, especially in wartime, is very common. Fox is a great example of right-wing controlled media with people like Glenn Beck and Bill O'Reilly. Government control of media is shown on the left side as well, with people like Wolf Blitzer and Anderson Cooper. Fear is used as a motivational tool by the government over the masses. The American government fearmongers all the time. By talking about things like terrorists, war, economic depression, and disease, they trick the people into feeling comfortable with the government taking their money and doing whatever they please with it.